Welcome to Like Pigs in Space, an arts and culture podcast. I'm Aaron Mason,
And I'm Max Mason.
and another week.
Yes.
How was your week?
It was pretty good. Had our Thanksgiving day, and it was pretty quiet. We went up to Battleground and had our vegan foods there.
Yeah, good. They're still doing that.
They're still
in her
doing
fam?
that. Yeah.
Cool.
Um,
Yeah, I mean that's good. Some consistency.
I broke everybody though because I brought the Beecher's Cochio Pepe
Oh, yeah.
mac and cheese stuff. And it's
Yeah.
so good. And everybody had to try it. Or they said they had to. I didn't make them, but
Oh, well, good.
I would
That's
have
good.
preferred if they didn't because I like it a lot.
Yeah, we tried to do a gluten-free mac and cheese.
Hmm.
And then it never came together, and
Oh.
and the noodles like disappeared.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, and then it tasted a lot like green peas
Oh,
instead of mac and cheese.
yeah.
So it was just because it was like a chickpea one, and it just turned
Oh,
into
okay. Yeah.
just nothing. So it was frustrating for your mom, and it was sad because we had to throw out a bunch of cheese.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, pretty sad. But otherwise, my seitan loaf turned out really good. So,
Oh, good.
yeah. So,
Nice.
well, good deal. Well, it's your turn, and probably good because I went hiking yesterday and hurt my leg. Well, hurt. I reached the limits of my current capacity, and
Yeah.
had not yet reached the car.
Oh,
so, I walked. I made it, but
Yeah.
it's been hurting. So I'm a little bit out of it, but not too much. So
Oh, yeah. Oh, no worries.
anyway,
All right. Well,
okay.
For this week, I think I'm going to take a page out of your style for
Okay.
a couple of episodes where I'm going to talk about a lot of things that may not all seem related and then bring them all together.
All right.
All right. And we're going to have to see how this goes because I have some quotes on my phone.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what happens if I close this.
I can still see you.
Okay.
Your picture's just frozen.
Okay.
All right.
So I think to start, we're going to talk about the inspiration for the man and then the inspiration for the movie that we're going to talk about.
Okay.
So first, we're going to talk about the 1996 Summer Olympics.
Oh, cool.
Which were in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was the Centennial Games. This was like the 100th Olympics that had taken place in the modern era, and
Oh, wow.
or 100-year anniversary, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's kind of significant having it in Atlanta, not someplace like Greece or maybe a more like
Right.
a London or something.
Yeah.
It featured John Williams writing the theme. I think it's one of the themes they still use pretty
Yeah.
often. It's
Cool.
debuted here. And the USA finished with 101 medals, did pretty well.
Yep.
And it was also the introduction of beach volleyball, mountain biking, and softball, which have continued on.
Oh, wow. That's always fun when they add something new.
Yeah. And I was not existing yet when
Right.
this was going on. Do you have any memories of the time at all?
Sure.
I don't know how much you care about the Olympics or not, but
I know I watched the Olympics, but what was more memorable is all the terrorism.
yeah,
So
I did see that in the
Yeah.
research.
Yeah, so that's the kind of the significance of those games is that somebody blew something up,
Yeah.
which is kind of wild. And it was some dorky rent-a-cop, I think, that that did it
Mm.
or something,
Oh,
like it was just a weird situation. So,
yeah.
but yeah, um, that's kind of the how the what stands out about them.
Mhm.
So, yeah,
Yeah. I know for me, I didn't care about the Olympics for a while until the 2008 Olympics in Beijing. I think there were
yeah.
multiple days where Brendan and I stayed up all night watching the
Oh,
Olympics.
really? That's
Yeah.
kind of fun.
Yeah, I remember being in his little room with his little tiny TV, and I think we had tried to record the opening ceremonies on like VCR.
Oh, wow.
Um, and it was also when the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games came out, and we played that
Oh.
a ton. I got
And
really good
it
at the trampoline one.
oh, yeah. Then and you had to watch so you knew how to play the games, play
Yeah.
better.
But yeah, it was a pretty significant game. It was very significant for Atlanta.
Yeah.
It grew the city a whole lot more than it ever really had. A lot more people want to live there, and it caused the construction of the Atlanta airport,
Oh,
or at least the expansion. I'm not sure how much of it
it
existed beforehand, but
it was a major hub for already, but I can imagine it being expanded quite a bit.
yeah.
And, I think there still exists there's a place where, Coke World
Hmm.
and there's like 3 different things there. And I think
Yeah.
that was part of the Olympics, is
Yeah. Yeah. That
that
Olympic
plaza.
stadium I think, is still in use today and
Right,
a
right.
kind of key feature of downtown Atlanta. And
Yes.
yeah. So yeah, very cool time. Another important thing, and it's one of the things I'll get to a little later, but it's the Atlanta Braves,
Yes.
um, which I didn't know this, but they're one of the original oldest MLB teams, formed in 1871.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
They're originally the Boston Red Caps, but
Okay.
through a few moves and name changes, they became the Atlanta Braves, and but they've been
Wild.
going on for a long time.
Yeah. That's
And
really cool.
yeah, and then the other thing, at least for as far as the inspiration for the man, um,
Okay.
is this like desire for better kids books.
Oh,
It's not really like
okay.
specifically kids books, but just like seeing poorly written kids books and wanting there to just be
Yeah.
a little bit better ones. And the people who created them worked on it over the summer while they were interning at the Olympics.
Okay.
And they made a few dozen copies of the book to pass out to friends, and they inspired them to write a story about somebody who was a terrific athlete.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then a little bit about the inspiration for the film kind of goes all over the place. um, so the first one I want to talk about is a Disney World ride
Okay.
called Sounds Dangerous,
Okay.
which it's one of those kind of like Tomorrowland rides where you just sit in. It's not really a ride; you just kind of sit in a dark room and things happen around you.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, but it starred Drew Carey, and he was like this detective, and he was trying to find, who solved this crime, and it was
Right.
kind of focused around a circus. The criminal, he kind of had a stage name of the Great Rinaldi.
Okay.
But yeah, it was in operation it was in the Hollywood Studios part of Disney World,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
from 1999 to 2012. It was kind of fun reading about it because every single thing I saw about it was like, this is the worst ride they've ever did or ever done.
Oh, no.
Um,
That's funny.
which it makes sense because it's not really a ride at all. But
Yeah. Yeah.
awesome. So I'm just kind of speeding through these things. I mean,
No, that's
there's not too much to talk about them like content wise. They're just like little bits and pieces that are
okay.
important in the story going forward. The next one is the game Lufia and the Fortress of Doom.
Okay.
It was a game on the Super Nintendo.
Oh,
And yeah, this is another one. The gameplay to it isn't really the important part. What was important about it is that it was delayed a few times.
okay.
And every time it was delayed, they'd put out a new ad in like gaming magazines. That'd be like, all right, now it's coming in this month, or actually it's coming this month. And then they eventually started putting little catchphrases in it that was like, it's worth the wait, or kind of thing.
Okay.
And eventually did come
Yeah.
out, but that kind of history of it just being like delayed and delayed, but always like promoting it as like, oh, it's great, it's coming out this time actually. And
Okay.
um,
Weird.
yeah. The other thing is, I wonder if you know, or I've seen any of these around, but it's the AMC Gremlin.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
So it's kind
they're
of a,
great and they're awful.
yeah, a goofy little car.
It is.
I guess it was in production from 1970, 1978 is when they made all of
Yep.
them.
Yep.
Made a lot of them. It seems like over 600,000 or so. Or
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those ones. AMC and some other car company both made the same car.
mm,
Kind of like Ford and Mercury and Plymouth and Dodge.
oh,
AMC and Pontiac, maybe, I don't know. Pace. I think there was a Pacer and a Gremlin were a very similar
mm,
car, and
yeah,
yeah. They're so funny because they look like a bubble car.
yeah,
Like they have huge windows oh,
yeah,
they're great.
yeah. It has this like huge front to it too, and
Yeah, yeah.
super weird.
And and they had the coolest symbol. I want a gremlin symbol like the that was on the car. It's great.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I
Uh
guess I was reading about it, and I guess it was really popular for like high school kids because it seemed like it was a cheap but reliable car that you could just give to a teenager who, you know,
yeah,
needed something that wouldn't kill him.
right. I don't know how many cylinders it was. Yeah. Why does it have that big a nose, right?
I think I saw there's a couple different models of it, but I feel like I saw some that said had like V8 engines in them,
Oh,
which seems
wow.
ridiculous, like
Yeah.
overpowered for that.
Yeah, there's no accounting for logic back then.
Yeah,
So, wow. Okay.
yeah, fun
Yeah,
car.
those are fun. Yeah, funky
Yeah,
car. Very cool.
awesome. So the next thing is it's another video game, but it's Street Fighter 2,
Yes. Okay.
which huge game, extremely popular. I think it way more popular than Street Fighter 1 ever was. And I think it was the first one that came with voiced lines in the cabinet.
Okay.
Um, but the thing about them is that they were in Japanese and they were like super bit crushed and all that. So it's kind of hard to understand what they were saying when anyone talked, or
Oh,
especially when
weird.
they did like attack moves or whatever.
Yeah.
But it became a pretty popular thing to like interpret them into English, even though it was like
Yeah.
bit crushed Japanese. There's one, I think it's Ryu, but he's doing some attack, but it sounds like something saying, "I want some pound cake."
Oh, that's good. Oh
Yeah,
no.
fun, rich history of
Yeah.
interpreting poor quality arcade
Yes.
language.
That's cool.
Awesome. And then like any good movie, it draws a lot of inspiration from plenty of other movies, but also a few TV shows.
Okay.
Um, one of them is the 1960s Batman with
Okay.
Adam
Adam
West.
West. Yep. Adam West. Yep.
Um, which I haven't seen a ton of it, but it seemed like very low budget and cheesy, and I'm sure they had a
Yeah.
full budget, but
It's remember last week we talked about things that were camp and
yeah,
campy. It's campy
yeah,
and it was very trying to be very like a comic book because they do the fight scenes and then you'd see a big pow
yeah,
crunch and it would be placed over the top of it and yeah, it was great.
yeah,
It was all the costumes and everything were all wrong for reality.
yeah.
And one of the better cat women too.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So Julie Newmar, who is tall and, you know, it was good.
Yeah. Nice. The other thing is not anything specifically, but it was like theme songs from like cop and courtroom dramas. How
Okay.
they kind of have that like jazz funk kind of
Yeah, yeah,
groove
yeah.
to them.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
that was a big inspiration, at least for the soundtrack of this film.
Okay.
And getting into some other films, we have Full Metal Jacket, the
Okay.
Stanley Kubrick.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
very iconic time. A lot of scenes and lines that are referenced a lot of places, not just here, but I haven't seen it. It seems pretty intense.
Full Metal Jacket. Yeah.
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 Seems
Don't
like
see it. Or I don't know. Knowing how you, knowing the kind of movies that you prefer, it would be disturbing for you.
Yeah. You know, on Halloween, so we had watched this series called Provo's Most Eligible. It's like a bachelor style thing, but in Provo, Utah.
Oh no.
And there's this guy on it who's just I think he was playing it up a little bit, but he was super like well kept but super weird. And
Yeah.
I just told Chloe, he's like, oh, he's kind of like a Patrick Bateman.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I don't know what that is.
Oh no.
And so I showed her the scene from where they have the business cards, and she thought it was hilarious. Like she's like, "Oh, that's exactly what he's like." And so on Halloween, she was like, "I want to watch American Psycho," and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And so I think we got about halfway through, and she's like, "I'm not finishing this. This is too much."
Yeah. That's yeah. Yeah. That's
So,
messed up too.
yeah. I don't think we even got to the most messed up parts.
That's funny.
So I've seen half of that movie. So the other one, there's two movies here, and they're very different movies. One is Cape Fear, which is Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro movie.
Yep.
Kind of like a psychological thriller.
That was messed up too.
Yeah. And then the other movie is Splash with Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah.
Sure. Yeah.
Very different movies, but they are united in that they both have scenes where the main characters are playing racquetball.
Okay.
And then the last one is a movie called Bullet, which came out in 1968.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
And I guess there's a really kind of iconic scene of doing a chase, but they drift around a corner and there's like hubcap comes flying off as they're doing the drift. And I'll say this too, because it's not a huge inspiration, I guess. It shows up in the movie, and hopefully I don't give it away, but it's a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back to the Atlanta Braves for a second and read this quote from the people who created this guy.
Okay. So
they're talking about the name of the character and the franchise, I guess.
Okay.
So it actually comes from a friend of ours, James. There was an old local grocery store commercial, and we lived in Atlanta, and it advertised the Atlanta Braves. It was like the Atlanta Braves hit home runs, and you can hit a home run with savings here. And so there was this player named Mark Lemke, and they said something like all-star second baseman for the Braves. And our friend James, who knows nothing about sports, and so he would always do his old-timey radio impression of this guy, and not knowing any position, he in baseball or whatever, he'd just be like, Homestar Runner for the Braves.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Homestar Runner.
Okay.
So Homestar Runner is a web series. It launched in 2000, and it was based on that child's book that they wrote while they were, interning at the Olympics.
Oh wow.
And it spread entirely by word of mouth. It was, cartoons and some games, and the strong bad emails were great. And I always feel like everyone knows it, but I've never met anyone who does.
Oh,
It's
I, I
weird. I mean,
I've started to meet people that do.
oh, okay.
But yeah, you think everybody like it's a frame of reference because it was so pervasive in our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've finally run into people that actually do know it. So I was
Yeah.
like, and I'm very pleased to know that.
um, I only had one incident where I did. Vern had bought me a sloshy t-shirt.
Okay.
And so I wore that one time at like Walmart in college and had somebody come up to me and be like, sloshy, do the whole thing. And that was the closest I ever got. I mean, I never saw that person again, but
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's
um,
good.
yeah. But do you remember, do you know how you found it? Did someone show you or?
Do you know what's funny? I think it was Darren.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm pretty sure that they were watching it and talked about it, and
Mm.
then we and listen. At the time, we we were still on dial up,
Oh, yeah.
and but we spent a lot of our dial up time on Homestar Runner,
Nice.
and oh yeah, I mean we were watching pre-teen girl squad, like
Oh, yes.
yeah, yeah, and it was still, I think, just barely strong bad emails were starting because they
Mhm.
weren't the first thing.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's kind of funny because it's like that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Early days.
Yeah.
So
But I know it's not obscure. I know there's a
yeah,
lot of people who have been influenced by it, like a lot of animators who I know and have enjoyed their work. Um,
yeah,
I also saw an interview recently with it was Hank Green and Sam Reich of Dropout,
yeah. Oh yeah,
and they're talking
yeah.
about like we often connect over the fact of loving Homestar Runner.
I just saw a reel where they were it was the Game Changers, and
Yeah,
he'd given him a topic, and uh Brent
Brennan.
Brennan, yeah,
Yeah,
he's like, I think my voice is going more into strong bad. And I was like, yeah.
yeah,
You gotta love this episode. We got this and a Homestar Runner reference in.
yeah, yeah. Well, and
So
it's crazy too because I've shown it to a lot of people and everyone loves it. So it's not that
right,
it's like super obscure or like too weird
hard
to
to,
get into,
yeah,
or
right.
it's very enjoyable. But yeah, it just seems like no one knew
Oh, that's
sometimes.
funny.
But it was also, it was very successful for the brothers, Matt and Mike.
Okay.
It turned into them doing a lot of work in television. And they also turned down a lot of offers to make a Homestar show,
Oh,
which kind of makes sense. I've heard them talk about it before, and they're like, it's a weird thing to try to make a show about and to figure out where it should go because it's
right.
pretty family friendly. I mean, the worst thing they say is crap,
Yeah, a
but they
lot.
also like drink a lot and smoke, and so it's like where is this supposed to go? It really can only exist
Yeah,
on their site, and
it's got to be what it is, right? It's and you may be able to do something else that
Mhm.
you made up, but it would have to be from the beginning in a certain vein.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially Matt, who he did most of the voices. He did a lot of shows with Disney
Okay.
later on, like Wander Over Yonder, and he worked on Gravity Falls a lot.
Wow.
He
That's
was the
fun.
voice of Mermando, and
Oh, oh really?
yeah, and a few other people, but that's probably the
Yeah.
most iconic one.
Oh, wow. That's
Um,
great.
and then they both. This is gonna be a brief diversion because I was just thinking about it. But they both the brothers worked on Yo Gabba Gabba a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which like that show, like thinking about it, like that was a great show.
it was great and it was weird, and it you know it really had a lot of landmark stuff, including the fact that there's even a Devo tie-in.
Yeah,
So Mark
yeah,
Mothersbaugh was contributing, which is
frequently.
well, that kind of, if you start with Strong Bad, you can do 6 degrees of separation to like all other cartoons
Hmm.
ever, because Mark Mothersbaugh did uh, soundtracks to everything,
Right.
like the Thornberries and the ones with the babies,
Rugrats.
Rugrats, and all. And so you're like, and then you can tie them into music, because then Rugrats had a voice by Flea that in the
Yeah,
movie.
or
So
right.
yeah, it's funny how all that connects
Yeah.
through there. So
Yeah. I think you can really tell like how quality it was by a lot of the guests who were on it. So I mean, Mark
sure,
Mothersbaugh. There was that whole Jack Black episode, which is
yep,
fantastic.
yep,
But also like all the musical guests they had on. I wrote a lot of them down. Um, but they had Chromeo, Devo, Doctor Dog, Jimmy Eat World, MGMT, My Chemical Romance, uh,
whoa,
Taking Back Sunday, the Aquabats, the Flaming Lips, the Killers, the
sure.
Roots, Weezer, and Mos Def was on there once. And
Oh wow, that's
so,
wild.
which is crazy. Like, there's a lot of emo bands who are
Yeah,
on the show too, just doing a kid's song. And
and the fact that it originated from some kids, I think it's kids from BYU, right?
I
Is
think, I think that
it
yeah, because they were also in the Aquabats and
right? Right. And so it's just a weird origin story for that
yeah,
show. I think so. It does go. It makes sense that he would gravitate to that, or have something to do with it. So
yeah.
yeah,
Well, it's funny too. Like I remember a long time ago looking at the lineup for Warp Tour when I was still
yeah,
a big thing, and the Aquabats were always on it.
yeah, yeah. They seem so goofy, but they really participate in. I mean,
Yeah,
they're a ska band, right? So it's
right.
you know,
Yeah,
so it's really funny.
yeah. But yeah, so especially like the strong bad emails, those are like always the most comforting
Yeah.
thing for me. Like if I'm ever sick or sad or like overstimulated or something, and I just need to relax, it works 100% of the time to just level me out. And
It is a happy time
yeah,
for sure. Yeah, that's a happy place.
but
Yeah.
with that, I want to talk about the crime drama epic that debuted on Female 106, and that's Dangeresque 1.
Okay.
So I took a lot of notes, really going like basically frame by frame,
Oh, cool.
shot by shot to try to get something
Yeah.
out of this about 4 minute movie.
Good, good.
Um, but yeah,
I I am intrigued to see how all of the reference material shows up. So this is I'm waiting with bated breath.
yeah. So the first one I'll say this is actually more applies to Dangeresque 3, which
Okay.
there's a lot of episodes where they'd go to like a movie theater around and there'd be a poster for Dangeresque 3 and you'd see on it like uh, April 2004, October 2004, May 2005, and just always crossed out, getting later and later. And then at the bottom it just says, "We'll see."
That's good. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So with that email, it starts. They're talking about Dangerous 3, like when's Dangerous 3 going to come out? And he's like, "Oh, I haven't started making it yet."
Ugh.
But let me offer this as a cop out: the digitally remasters director cut of Dangeresque 1, Dangeresque 2. And that's the movie. It's a static cut to Strong Bad in his AMC Gremlin.
Oh, cool.
That's his car. And it's interesting because he's singing the theme song when the movie starts. It's not like edited in over top. You can
Right.
see him singing it as he drives the car, and it has the hand drawn title card that comes up, and I'm not really sure who's holding it. It's my first thought would be the cheat, but
Yeah.
but you notice when the movie starts, the cheat is actually running back and forth beside the car, and he's holding trees with him, so it makes it look like the car is moving.
Right. Right.
Um, my other guess is it's probably Strong Mad. That seems like a simple enough task for him.
Right.
Yeah, it's a really kind of smart way of doing it to simulate driving with this. Despite, every once in a while you can see the cheat run back and grab a different plant.
Right.
It really, like, if you're not paying that well of attention, it can really look like the car is moving.
Nice.
The other interesting thing is that after the title card, there's a second title card that comes up and it just says not in 3D.
Okay.
But I think that's a pretty important distinction to make. I mean, obviously it's a cartoon, it is 2D, but I think it's also saying that there's not any like gimmicks to make this seem better than it is. They're not relying on this and I think especially at the time, like it was 2004,
Yeah.
3D movies were kind of starting up and
Yeah.
not that good.
Well, yeah, it's starting to be that everybody would release something in 3D. Even if it was a normal film, there would be a 3D version.
Yeah. I mean, I
So-
remember not too long ago watching Spy Kids 3 and not watching it in 3D, and it's just so obvious how many times there's like, oh, going towards the camera and
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
but yeah, they're not relying on any sort of gimmicks for this. They're just wanting to make a quality film, and yeah. So we get that, and it changes scene. It cuts to a front view of the car, and Strong Bad's in the car, and he the phone rings, and he picks it up, and it's like a VHS thing with a cable coming out of it, and it's interesting because it's powered, it's on. You can see like the clock on it on. Even though it's in this car that clearly doesn't work. And then the ring sound is also done by Strong Bad. He makes the bring, bring.
Okay.
And this is really interesting because I think it really showcases his like acting prowess. He's able to, despite making the sound, he knows that the ring is coming. He acts like oh, it's still surprising. And he picks it up like, oh, my car phone. There's no method acting. He is
right.
Showing his abilities.
Nice.
It's also really funny. I forgot who had said it, but they're like, you only know when people are doing method acting when they're playing a jerk.
Right.
It's like, that's what your job is. It's to pretend. You don't need, if you can't do that, if you have to become a whole nother person.
Right. Right.
I mean, there's times when it's paid off and they have been good performances, but
Yeah.
a lot of the time it's like you can act. It's okay.
That's funny.
And you get the great line. You get introduced to who this character is when he says, "You got Dangeresque, who this is." and we're introduced to Ronaldo, who's played by Coach Z.
Okay.
And that's where I believe they got the name from the Disney ride where it's the Great Rinaldi.
Oh,
This is
okay.
Ronaldo.
Nice.
And you can see when it cuts to Coach Z, there's a little bit of like direction left in. It cuts to him and he's like now go now. He's like, yeah, go. But I don't think that's a mistake or an editing error. I think it's showing that there's no big budget for this. It's a passion project, and he's really wanting to just create this piece of art that's in his heart.
Right.
Yeah. And another good thing about this is Coach Z's delivery. Now he's kind of known for messing up words or saying them in a really bad way, like gerb or apratment. And
Yeah.
but when he's doing this, he still has his accent, but he's not flubbing any words. Like he is doing a good delivery.
Oh, nice. Good for him.
Yeah, it's good. Everyone in this does act pretty well, despite their character. I mean, who they are in the world.
Right.
So he calls Dangeresque to his office right away. And he Dangeresque tells Ronaldo, I'm in a car right now, but I can drive it to the office. Which I think is a interesting line, because I think it kind of harkens back to the beginning of the movie, kind of selling the illusion that the car can move.
Right.
I also always thought he was saying drive it through the office, like, oh, it's just gonna be like an action scene.
Right.
But it's just two, so I think that's another thing, just showing that the car can move and he'll be there.
Right.
And then once he hears that, Ronaldo is like, sounds like a plan. And it cuts before he can finish saying, how was that? But I think it must have been good. It was the take they used.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was good. And then we get ready for some fancy driving.
Nice.
And Strong Bad again is making the car noises of like the revving engines. And it's interesting this time because the theme song is voiced over this part. So it's interesting how they choose when to add music or when to just sing it live.
Right.
Kind of fun thing. And then the camera moves, like slides into the car again, giving that illusion that the car is moving, and you get the hubcap rolling across the screen too.
That's fun. Oh, that's good.
And that's the first scene altogether.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm trying to make it seem legit.
It is. Yeah, no, it's good. It's there's a lot of references packed in there.
Yeah. It's funny how many references there are to other things that I still pick up today, just kind of walking around. Like the other day I was in a grocery store and they were playing In Too Deep I think it was by Genesis or Phil Collins, but
yeah. Oh yeah, Phil Collins, yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's the Sweaty Overweight jam.
Oh man. Well, I do too. Well, my favorite is to end every metal song with the Trogdor tag on.
Yeah.
Because it works. Every song can end with Trogdor comes in the night.
Yeah.
So
man, it's so good. There's been Trogdor was in Guitar Hero 2 as like a playable song, and I think there was another maybe a tarantula song that was in Guitar Hero 3, I think.
Oh wow.
Or another later Guitar Hero, but yeah, these silly songs made it to these,
at least
big games, yeah.
At least the programmers all watched Homestar.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my
So
goodness.
we got the scene 2, which is the office. And this is where the scene starts, and you see the door to his agency, and it's reflected, but it says Dangeresque, Private Eye, Crooked Cop. and Dangeresque is late to his meeting, and Ronaldo asks him where he was. He's like, oh, I was at Cool Weapons Surplus buying a new nunchuck gun and a Reese's Cup milkshake.
Oh no. That's funny.
Which has always kind of stuck with me, even before doing this analysis, is like, what kind of weapon shop also sells milkshakes?
Right.
Like, it must be a pretty good place.
It's kind of funny because Cabela's and Bass Pro Shop sell weapons, but they also have restaurants.
Right.
So it's a smaller version of Cabela's.
Yeah.
It's a funny place we live that we can go in and buy any version of camo that you want plus shotgun.
Right. Yeah. I always thought when I was in college, we went to like it was like a farm supply store, but they also sold
Right.
tannerite there.
Oh, oh no.
So I'd
Yeah.
go out with Steven, and his family owned some land close to the college, and well they owned one of the I don't know if they owned it, but they lived on or partially owned one of the craters,
Oh,
uh
wow.
one of the buttes out there. And so we'd
Yeah.
go out into the crater there and just shoot stuff, and
Uh.
he'd bring tannerite and we'd blow some stuff up.
Oh, nice.
Um so yeah, Dangeresque is there, and he gets introduced to his new partner, Dangeresque 2, who
Okay.
is played by Homestar.
Oh no.
And there's definitely a lot of confusion from Dangeresque. He's very shocked. And you can tell that by his delivery of what. But
What?
before we can even fully process that, Ronaldo calls them both, and they both answer. He just calls Dangeresque, and they're like, "Yeah." And then they glare at each other, and there's this drama stinger about kind of who deserves that title, who deserves to be called Dangeresque, and
Right.
they both think it should be them. But they're told of their mission about Perducci intercepting the serum. And there is a rather unfortunate case of telling and not showing here.
Okay.
When he's talking about Ronaldo intercepting the serum, he holds up a newspaper that says Perducci is the bad guy.
Oh
And
no.
I don't know. I feel like I could have figured that out.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's forgivable. But yeah, without the serum, they risk Cutesy Buttons being kidnapped.
Oh no.
So right out the bat, where we set up the stakes and the conflict, not only adversarially but also interpersonally.
Yeah.
Between the two, they have to, of course, go and stop Perducci, but they have to battle with themselves to see, this new, if this arrangement works.
Right. Right.
But they do call out Perducci together, and we cut to the next scene, which is they're playing racquetball.
Oh.
I think this is kind of in lieu of like a training montage or any sort of gear
Yeah. Yeah.
assembly. But there's a bad hit that causes Dangerous 2 to shout, "What is your malfunction?"
Yeah.
Which comes from Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
And Dangerous tells him that he works alone, except when he works with Ronaldo, which is all the time.
Nice.
But Dangerous 2 isn't going to take that. He knows that he's valuable, and he knows, he says it. He knows where Perducci is, and where that is that he is in Istanbul.
Oh, okay.
Dangeresque is like, "Oh, Istanbul, of course," and it fades to black, and we end up in the scene 4, which is in the field.
Okay.
Just kind of trucking along here.
Yeah.
So this is again showing the limitations of where they live. They obviously weren't going to travel to Istanbul to do this.
Right.
They're going to stay in free country land, USA. So the way they let everyone know that they're in Istanbul is they have the cheat there with a little A-frame sign on him that says Istanbul.
Good.
And it's fun in the credits too. The cheat is credited as Istanbul.
Oh, wow. Okay. Good. Yeah, that's good.
But it's good. It helps the audience believe that they are in Istanbul.
Yeah.
And they start looking for Perducci, which they got to get that serum through.
Sure they do. Yeah.
And so they decide to ask a passersby, and it's Strong Bad, and he has a sandwich with him, and he doesn't really want to be a part of the movie. And then there's a cut, and it's Strong Sad again without the sandwich, and Strong Bad is holding it, and he gives his line. And to me, I can only imagine what kind of like coercing or violence kind of took place between those two cuts.
Right.
Enough to get him to deliver the line and also lose his sandwich in the process. And I think it exemplifies that whole crooked cop element of of Dangeresque.
I agree. And Strong Sad is he's a weak character too, because he has these deep social moral values, but
Hmm.
doesn't have the spine to back them up with action. He's kind of the ultimate whiner. So
Yeah, right.
so it may not have been all that much violence uh, because he is kind of a sad person. Sad excuse. So
Right.
um,
He's just plain couth.
yeah, he is just plain good.
um, I think but it also shows the crooked cop of both of them, of both Dangeresques,
Hmm.
because Dangerous 2 calls him Doughboy and then Hot Tub. Um,
Ooh, burn.
and in the line that Strong Sad gives, all he says is that he's not one of Perducci's minions.
Okay.
And we get some really good detective work from Dangeresque, and he's like, that passersby seem to know a little too little about Perducci. Yeah, it's really good. It reminds me of, it happens pretty often, but it's another scene from The Office, which,
Yeah.
I'm sure came along after, a little bit after this, but they're playing a game of like a murder mystery party game,
Right.
and Dwight's there, and he's like, I always know who it is because it's never the person you most suspect. And he's like, and it's also never the person you least expect because anyone would be able to know that that's the person you should expect the most. He's like,
Right.
so I know that it's Phyllis, the person I most medium suspect.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So in the next scene, we are introduced to the villain of the story,
Hmm.
and we find out that Dangerous was right and Doughboy was with Perducci.
Oh.
And he tells Perducci that there's two Dangeresques, which I think is a subtle reference to themselves in the Allie and Allie's sister email. Like,
Okay.
oh, there's two of them.
Yeah.
But despite this shock and this revelation, Perducci is confident. He's not thrown at all. We learned that Perducci is played by the King of Town,
Ooh.
which I think is a really good get. I think he does the role really well. It reminds me a lot of Kingpin from the Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He's just this like big,
Right.
massive a guy,
Right. Right.
but he dressed up very nice.
Yeah.
And Perducci is like, well, I'll have to introduce him to my secret weapon. And we see this shadowy figure kind of lurking. And we get a little in the credits. We get another kind of behind the scenes shot of that scene, and we learn that he's not actually in the shadow. It's Strong Mad, but instead of being in the shadow, they just paint him black entirely.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh.
Yeah,
That's a
so
good
effective.
camouflage. Yeah, good
Yeah,
camouflage there.
yeah. And the next scene, we get the wall, or the quote unquote wall. And Dangeresque and Dangerous 2 are scaling a side scraper, as he calls it. Um, and there's a quick edit where it rotates the shot to make it look like they're climbing up a building, much like the 60s Batman would do.
Yes. Yeah.
And this, I think, is a mistake. It just, you see it pretty obviously,
Yeah.
the illusion. But that's okay. Even great things have mistakes in them, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's part of being human and having errors. And
May May it's just an homage to the fan that they were of that show, that could be, well, it could be a mistake in the context of Dangeresque. It might just be they felt they needed to give some nods to what got them into filmmaking.
yeah, yeah, I think
So,
that's important too. Um,
yeah.
I did do some research. I wanted to see if I could find out at least an idea of what skyscraper they could be climbing in Istanbul.
Okay.
Um, and I think pretty confidently I can say it's the S Bank Tower,
Okay.
because it's one of the few ones that even existed in 2004. They have a lot more now
Oh,
that are
okay.
huge.
Yeah.
But there's only like 3 or so around this
Right.
time.
Right. 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 Right.
Um, but yeah, it's about 600 feet tall, and it was the tallest skyscraper in Istanbul until about 2011.
Okay. Yeah, I
But
didn't
now they
think
have
there
some
was.
crazy ones there now.
Oh, weird. I didn't think there was a lot of skyscrapers in Istanbul, so yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I didn't think so either. I thought there'd be, but most of them have popped up in like the last 10 years or so.
Cool.
But yeah, this scene is also it there's a lot of questions that I think are kind of brought up here, and I think it's when I begin to wonder if we should even be rooting for Dangeresque, because as they're climbing the tower, he says once we get to the top of this side scraper, maybe we can throw some people off, maybe even Perducci.
Oh,
Which why would you prioritize throwing people off before the villain?
right.
And it's common to have an anti-hero, and that's no problem. But I think even an anti-hero wouldn't harm innocent people
Yeah,
or knowingly want to do that.
I wonder, I wonder who Dangeresque idolizes, because it sounds like maybe he more identifies with Venom than with
Hmm.
because Venom
Yeah.
is it's funny because Venom develops a conscience, I think,
Yeah.
eventually, in the last one I watched, but early on it's just eat whoever
Hmm.
and move on. No guilt. So
Yeah.
maybe he's that anti-hero thing. Maybe they mean in some of the later iterations that he might have some redemption, but right now he's still leaning more to the crooked side
Yeah.
you know instead of the good side.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think it's interesting too that Dangerous too is not blameless in this situation.
Sure.
He doesn't say anything, but I mean, in this situation where you're talking about throwing innocent people off a side scraper,
Yeah.
complacency is kind of an endorsement at that point.
Yeah. Well,
Um, and you begin to think like, is redemption possible for Dangerous?
I don't
No
know.
one heard this desire from him besides Dangerous too, who didn't say anything. I mean, the audience heard, but
Right.
um, this kind of reveal of character reminds me of a quote from Patti LaBelle, who is the godmother of soul,
Right.
like soul music.
Right.
And she said, "Your character is who you are behind closed doors when nobody is watching."
Yep. Yep.
And in this situation, not behind a closed door, but no one's watching him. He has this desire to harm people. You get
Yeah.
to wonder if Dangerous really is the hero.
I don't know. I'm worried.
Yeah,
I'm worried. I've had a good opinion of him until now, and then I'm kind of maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention.
yeah. Well, we're getting to the last scene, and we get to see
Okay.
if he can redeem himself.
Okay. Well. Okay.
So he does once they're on the roof, he does just do a pretty sweet kick jump onto the roof, which is
Okay.
of course the roof of Bub's concession stand.
Nice.
And I'd imagine it's probably the tallest building they have around there. There's a few houses, but
Yeah.
I bet that's probably the biggest and largest area with a flat roof somewhere.
Yep. Yep.
And Perducci addresses them both, and they both respond. But you don't get that same tension that was there before them. And it could be just the heat of the moment. They're focused on Perducci and not really focused on their struggles. But I think it can also be a sign of their growing companionship along this journey to find Perducci.
Right.
And at this point, Perducci introduces them to his secret weapon and their doom, which is killing you, guy.
That's a good name.
Yeah. And he's pretty menacing. It's played by Strong Mad, and he's a menacing, pretty intimidating character already. But as killing you guy, he has his name printed across his shirt. But then he also has a scar on one side and a bullet hole on the other side.
That's I think you missed a reference there that I think this also pays homage to is some early Bond villains. So
Yeah.
so one of them is named Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen that guy, but he has these like stainless steel grills in his teeth,
Oh, yeah.
and so it's kind of like Killing You Guy or Jaws, and like it's a little bit too much on the money, but
Yeah.
you still think it's pretty great. And but yeah, I think that might be the reference there to some early Bond villain names.
Yeah. I could that would make a lot of sense,
Yeah,
especially in this, one it seems like they're at Perducci's lair. So that
yeah,
would
cool,
it'd be
cool,
kind of
cool.
where, especially in like a Bond movie, they usually find the villain at their place. At
Yeah,
least no,
yeah. And he's a big guy. Like that's the other part is Jaws
oh,
is
Jaws is huge.
yeah, he's a huge tall guy. I think he was let me see. He was if it has his height. Yeah, he's 7'2".
Oh man.
Yeah, not small at all. So yeah, very much a menacing character as
Yeah.
well. So kind of like I'd say in scale similar to Strong Mad versus
Hmm.
everybody else. On
Yeah.
that's the scale. I think
Yeah.
is definitely that.
Well, I think it also can maybe double down on being a reference to Jaws, because when they see him, they say, "Oh, Gad, that guy is tall."
Yes, that's so good. I think that's I think that is definitely the reference because
Yeah.
yeah, because really the Jaws guy just goes around biting through things and killing people. It's pretty much that.
Yeah.
Metal teeth and immense strength.
Yeah. But in this place, so they see him, and Dangerous 2 kind of leaps into battle, and he says the pipes are broken, which is a reference to Ryu in Street Fighter 2 when he does his spin kick.
Okay.
But again, you can't quite hear what he's supposed to be saying.
Yeah.
And I also think Street Fighter was maybe a very big influence for the Chapman brothers. Because there's another scene in Gravity Falls where it's the fight fighters
Mhm.
episode where like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they have a bonus car scene like in Street Fighter where he destroys a car, and in the game I think if you destroy the car completely or you get a high enough score, the owner of the car comes up and he's like, "Oh my god." But you can't quite hear him. It sounds like he's saying, "Oh my car." And that's what he says in the kid says in Gravity Falls. He's like, "Oh my car."
That's good. Oh yeah, definitely a influence because once you see Gravity Falls, you're like, oh yeah, okay,
Yeah,
big
it's just
Street Fighter.
more,
Yeah.
which is also good because Dangerous 2 ends up doing a spin kick on Killing You Guy, which he is subbed in with a stunt double who is Strong Sad. He's the one who actually takes the kicks. And there's a good question here, and it's how is Dangerous suspended here? Because you
Right.
see he's spinning around and he has a rope around his waist, but it's just going up. It's not really connected to anything.
Okay.
And you think maybe a crane, but it doesn't seem like they'd have that kind of budget for this movie.
Hmm.
I don't know if you have any ideas or theories. It could just be one of the great mysteries of film. And
Well, they did get the King of Town to play, right?
Mhm.
Maybe he has a crane because he is the king.
Oh yeah,
So maybe it wasn't as much a budget thing like, hey, we need a crane to do this special effect. And he said, well, if you'll let me be in the movie as one of the, major role, I'll let you use my crane.
yeah,
I,
that makes sense.
he,
Yeah,
he seems, he seems conniving enough to arrange that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's good. I think that makes
You-
sense. I
yeah,
did
you
see one comment where someone was like, I assumed it was connected to Homsar's mouth. He seems to kind of break physics enough to
Right.
do that.
That's funny. Oh my
Um,
gosh.
so they the kicks are enough. It subdues killing you guy. But in this scene, and I would think it shows up or in this being the director's cut. I don't think they would leave anything out, but they never really resolve what happened to Perducci.
Mm.
They just show that they took care of killing you guy, and Perducci is never seen again. And I think that's
Mm.
setting up for the future as he continues to be a mastermind, like a Moriarty. Or
There you go. There you go. That could be that he just is sends killing you guy to distract while he escapes, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
but it saves the day.
Yeah.
Ronaldo shows up and he says, "Great work." And they both say thanks, and they laugh, and you can tell that they've bonded, and over this journey they've formed a sort of camaraderie. And
Did
um,
they retrieve the stuff? The
yeah, they do. So Cutesy
Okay.
Buttons shows up, and it's Marzipan, and
Yeah.
she has the serum with her, and she's very grateful. She's like, "Now I won't be kidnapped."
Oh, good.
Um, and I listened to a commentary video that I think it was supposed to be she's supposed to be holding like a mint julep when
Oh
she's doing
yeah.
this. But in the final shot, it's like an iced tea with some mint in it,
Hmm.
which I think is also kind of harkens back to where could a Homestar cartoon exist in
Oh
this
yeah.
world where it's very silly but also a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of a confusing scene because when they see that Cutesy Buttons has the serum and is very happy about that, they're like, "Oh no, looks like we're gonna have to jump."
Oh.
So I don't know. I don't think the serum is bad. The only thing I could think of is maybe their rope that they used to climb up the building had failed,
Yeah.
um, and that there's only one way down, and it's by jumping.
Hmm. Yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
Is that in another show?
Yeah. It looks like we're gonna have to jump.
Yeah.
I feel like it is, and I was trying to remember where it would be coming from.
Hmm.
I didn't find anything.
It might be what is the one? The Mel Gibson. He did a whole bunch of cop ones and he'd get all beat up and stuff. Lethal Weapon, which
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that kind of lends into the whole, like the Danny Glover could be more of could be the Dangeresque because he's the hardened criminal or
Mhm.
hardened guy. Well, except for the Mel Gibson character is kind of comes across as the unscrupulous cop, but he's just crazy. And so that kind of,
Yeah.
I kind of think that Mel Gibson character is more Homestar Runner because
Mm.
he's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
And then the Danny Glover character is kind of grumpy and
Mm.
hardened, and that's more
Right.
like Strong Bad. So yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that was it because I think they had to jump or they get blown up or something. I've never seen them very much, but
Yeah.
it is a buddy cop movie.
Right.
So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
anyway, there you go.
Um, but they end up jumping off the roof into sunset, and there's a freeze frame, and we get the credits, and that's how it ends.
Nice.
A few fun things in the credits. Said a few of them. I enjoy that Strong Sad is credited as El Dumpo,
That's awesome.
and we get the theme song at the end, which is "Today is All Right for Tonight." It was a very like limousine inspired sounding song, but
Hmm.
it was written and performed by Strong Bad.
Oh, good. He
Um,
is skilled.
yeah. There's also a really good line, which I think is important. It's riding in a Corvette, feeling all right. And I think that kind of goes full circle back to the beginning, this like subconscious plant that when we rewatch it, we will maybe see the gremlin as a Corvette. Because
Hmm.
it that almost looks like it. It kind of has that long front and
Well, that actually plays into this right here. When it was being described, kind of, I was going over the gremlin thing,
mhm.
and it said it was the gremlin had a to do. and then it said it said it like the poor man's Corvette is what it, or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Um, because it had the V8 and it said the thing about it
Mm.
is that it could spin its tires at will and
Oh,
outperform. Yeah, it's a weird car. I didn't realize it was that gutsy that it could do all of that. And it says the V8. Yeah, so even the lower engine output ratings across the industry. The V8 Gremlin was a poor man's Corvette, able to spin its rear tires at will and outrun some larger, more expensive pony cars. It was the only real performance car available under $2,200.
whoa.
Which, yeah,
Nice.
that's hilarious.
Awesome.
Yeah, what a car.
So yeah, that's the theme song, and we get a final shot. We see both of Dangeresque shades kind of placed on top of each other
Yeah,
with a little spotlight on them, and it says "The End?"
yeah,
question
right,
mark.
right.
Again, hinting at that sequel of where's
Yeah,
Perducci. I believe in an earlier episode they showed Dangeresque 2, and of course they're working on Dangeresque 3.
right.
I actually think Dangeresque 3 came out as a video game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that's a film. So what do you think? Do you think Dangeresque was able to redeem himself,
I
or do you think it's going to take some time?
I don't well, I mean, he didn't end up killing anybody, right? So he
Hmm.
does have time to redeem himself. I think it's also interesting some of the parallels with some of the other things we've talked about, because this has a strong tie into Buckaroo Banzai, also not
Mm.
ever making the follow up.
Yeah, right.
And it couldn't get the funny, kept kept putting it off, and making references to a lot of other things, and
Right.
has the cool car and all that kind of stuff. So different genre, but still a
Yeah.
mystery. Still has a
Yeah.
big bad guy. Um, had to save the day.
Yeah.
The love interest gets kidnapped in Buckaroo Banzai, and they have to save her.
Right.
So Dangeresque is a little bit better because he prevents her from getting kidnapped. So that's good.
Yeah. Improvement.
Yeah. So I also think that could be said that he was just talking tough so he could, you know, try and assert authority over Dangeresque too, and
Mm.
try and say, "Hey, I'm the tougher guy.
Yeah.
I'm willing to do what it takes, and you're not." Like
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Right.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Maybe.
What do you think?
I I don't know if I'm fully convinced yet. I think that I have to see how the other two Dangeresques play out.
Okay.
Um, I do think he is publicly still seen as a hero. Is the hero and did do the good thing, but I don't know if his heart is there with
Mm,
him.
yeah. 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 It's a complex individual who you don't really know if he's good because the opportunity to be bad wasn't there, or if he's
Hmm.
at
Right.
heart is a good person who just talks tough.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, in all seriousness, I think this is a great website and a great showcase of uh, early internet art and what internet could be.
Yeah.
Um, I think it also kind of gave permission to just kind of be unapologetically original,
Right.
and you can create your own words and your own slang constantly,
Yeah.
and just be yourself, and an audience will find you if that's what you're going for, and you'll find the people who resonate with that.
Yeah. I think that's the key in any of this is to own your narrative.
Yeah.
because that's what I see too often is somebody knows they're doing something silly and then they lose their nerve versus
Mhm.
somebody who's doing something silly and fully commits to it. And
Right.
uh, like I was talking to Claire about I think I mentioned it here before about never being initiated into a group because I was
Mm.
always seen as always as if I'd always been there because I'd assimilate.
Yeah.
But it's also because I do stupid stuff, but I would anticipate that somebody would hate it and would want to criticize it, but I already knew that it was going to be criticized. And
Mm.
I'd already kind of pre-met the criticism by being able to be indifferent to it. It didn't hurt me. It wasn't like I was totally sold. Like Strong Bad, he's not and Homestar, they're totally who they are and they own it.
Yeah.
There's no apologies, there's no adaptation to to some other standard.
Right. Yeah.
They've created the narrative, they've created the world, everything fits within that,
Mhm.
and it's got the right kind of sarcasm and stuff. They don't have to apologize for it because they just completely and utterly own it, and they don't care if you don't like it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
especially because it's kind of a private thing. They're not being funded by somebody who could have an opinion,
Right.
right? It's self
Yeah.
propagating. So
Yeah.
that's also another thing is which is kind of the neat thing about all of this like podcasting and YouTube and these shows
Mhm.
that aren't beholden to a network
Right.
and aren't doing market research to maybe eventually they do if they get big enough, but
Yeah.
most of them just keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, as far as I can tell, there was never like a Homestar ad or like
No,
cross promotion anywhere.
no,
It was always just like people sharing it, and
yeah,
maybe some person with a larger platform liked it and shared it that way, but I don't. Well, yeah, that's about all I have. Go watch a whole bunch of Strong Bad and
yeah,
all the cartoons. They're great. I always it's always fun showing them to Chloe's family because it's just like if you want to understand a lot of
right.
my character, how I act or why I act,
The
just
Max
watch
character.
this and yeah, just watch this and you'll get a good picture.
Yeah, the sarcasm alone, we and the the tongue-in-cheek celebration of mediocrity is just a that's us all the way.
Yeah.
Yay! Maybe this maybe it'll work out this time.
What's that? The Bob's Burgers. It's
Yeah.
like maybe we'll get lucky this time.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much too true for us. So
Yeah.
oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Well, good. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Awesome. Well, thanks for listening and
Yeah, thanks for bringing this.
enjoying. Thanks to those out there who are listening.
Yeah.
I will say, I think there's outside of the U.S., the next biggest place that we have listeners is Norway.
Ah,
So
how's that go? How's that happen? I don't know. Well, hello to Norway.
whoever out there is in Norway,
Yeah.
thanks.
And send us a note. Let us know where you're
Yeah.
at. Well, very good. I hope people do go. I wonder how many podcasts there are about Homestar Runner. I bet you there's not a lot of that either.
Yeah. I didn't look, but I didn't.
Well,
I
cool.
hardly ever see anything about it besides watching the the videos.
Yeah. I do like that I can you can go and watch like on YouTube they have the little shorts and you can just let them
Mm.
roll and keep going, just doom scroll forever
Yeah.
watching a strong pad. So that's always fun. And they do when you watch the videos on YouTube, they do all the Easter eggs too. So
Yeah.
that's really fun. That was always a fun part.
Yeah. I remember trying to explain to Chloe one time like how how incredible the virus episode was
Oh
when that
yeah.
came out, when they like broke all the links but like he can like picked up the links, but you could still click them even though they were out of the bar. And
Right, right. Especially because it was Flash animation and all Flash stayed in a box. And
yeah,
so it was just brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
You have to watch the virus one. May, yes, maybe very yes. Strong bad. Did you get a virus? Did you get
No.
16 million viruses? Yes.
You killed my brother. I mean, computer.
Oh, all the iterations of the compy and the lappy and that. It's just
Yeah.
I had the monitor with a shadow, like a reflection of Strong Bad in it
Oh yeah.
as my screen at my on my
Oh,
work computer. Yeah.
nice.
So you just had a little hazy hint of Strong Bad.
Yeah. That's cool.
It was good. Yeah. I loved it. And with that, we've encouraged you enough. Go listen to it, and thanks for joining in and sticking with the Dangeresque story.
Yeah.
I like all the
Awesome.
tie-ins. So
Yeah.
very
Well,
good.
have a good week.
Yeah, you too. And take
See
care.
you next time.
All right.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Too.
I'll try and put something together that matches the integrity of this.
Okay. Sounds
All
good.
right. See you, Max.
See ya.
All right. Take care. Bye.